Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have got a different background today, and that is because I'm finally recording on my new camera that I got for Christmas. Hopefully you can see the improvement in quality because this camera is much better than the old one that I was using to record. So this is my new setup, this is my new background for the moment. Do let me know if you have any suggestions for things you think I should put on the wall or anything like that. So let's get on with the video. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the By Terry foundation. I've got a sample size here, obviously because it's a very expensive foundation, so I thought I would do my first impressions and let you know what I think about it and whether it's worth the money. So this is the By Terry Wrinkle Control Serum Foundation. And I have this in the shade number 2 Cream Ivory, and I have not been colour matched for this. This was sent to me through an online website when I purchased something else, so I'm not sure if the colour's going to match or not, but we will see. So firstly, I'll just read you what this foundation claims to do. So it says here, this serum foundation blends in like a second skin. Sagging skin and wrinkles, however deep or just appearing, are targeted from within so that even the most lined skins are exceptionally smoothed. Its exclusive Densilis technology combines the rejuvenating makeup correction of the Flawless Time Control Complex with the high-tech skincare of Mimetic Factor, a patented plant active ingredient. Wrinkles look perfectly smoothed, the contours are reshaped and appear lifted, skin's texture is refined and firmer with a newfound youthful beauty without any mask effect. So the fact that this is a serum makes me think that it's going to be very moisturising, maybe a little bit lighter than a foundation, which is what I like. My face should look very smooth. It's supposed to even out any lines that I have, and basically it claims to be really amazing, so let's see how it goes. I am just going to zoom you in a little bit now just so that you can see how the foundation is applying close up. So this is the little sample size that I've received. It does look like it's going to be a little bit light for me, but when I take the top off, there's a tiny little pump on it. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's such a tiny bottle, and that is the tiniest pump in the world. So that's the first thumbs up from me. A sample having a pump is like the cutest thing that I've ever heard of. So I'm just going to be using my XO Beauty Round Top Face Brush to apply this today. Ooh, I should use a primer first. So first of all, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer. And I've actually seen a few people do this trick where they apply primer to half of their face and leave the other half without primer so that they can see how the foundation goes with and without primer. So I think I might do that today. The only problem is going to be remembering which side has primer. Okay, I'm going to put primer on this side of my face. So now for the foundation itself, I'm going to be using my XO Beauty Round Top Face Brush to apply the foundation. This foundation actually smells quite nice. My first impression though is that it is a very light coverage, like I can barely see that at all. So that's one layer done, and the colour match is actually pretty good. The formula is very easy to blend. It looks really natural. The only thing that I would say so far is that the coverage is about the same as a BB cream. It's not really doing as much as a foundation should at this point, so I am going to apply another coat and see if it's buildable. So this is what it looks like with a second coat. It is buildable, but it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. I would say this is a light to medium coverage. And for me personally, that's what I look for in a foundation. I don't want something that feels heavy and thick and cakey. I really like it to feel moisturizing and very comfortable to wear, and I don't have any like problem areas that I really want to try and cover up. I'm fairly happy with how my skin looks, so a light to medium foundation is perfect for me. At the moment, it's very comfortable on, it's nice and moisturizing, and I don't feel like it's clinging to my skin anywhere. And it looks lovely and natural as well. As for smoothing out my lines, I don't really have wrinkles yet because I'm not old enough, but I do get smile lines, and I feel like it hasn't really smoothed them out too much. I still feel like they're just as defined as they were without the foundation or with other foundations. But other than that, I'm very impressed with the way it looks and the way it feels. So far, it's a thumbs up. So I will just go and finish my makeup, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. So I've just finished putting my makeup on. I feel like it applied the same on both sides. I don't feel like the primer's made much of a difference, except that I think the primed side is a little more glowy than the unprimed side. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's just a little more matte on this side, and there's a bit of a glow around my cheek area on the primed side. So I guess, there's nothing wrong with either side. It just kind of depends on what sort of look you're going for, and also I'm sure it would be different with different types of primers as well. I still feel like the foundation looks beautiful and natural. I do feel like it's actually starting to smooth out my smile lines as well. So maybe it's not an instant thing that happens the second you put it on, but it kind of smooths your face and your wrinkles out throughout the day a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see to be sure for that one. So it's now 10:30, and I probably spent about half an hour putting my makeup on, so the foundation's been on since about 10 o'clock. So I will check back in with you in a few hours and show you how it's holding up. I'm back, and it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've had this foundation on for 5 hours now, and I have to say it still looks really good. It looks lovely and natural, it feels very comfortable, and although you can still see my smile lines, it hasn't really helped with them too much. It has definitely minimized the appearance of my pores. Pores are something that I do struggle with a little bit. I tend to have quite large pores, and while I have found foundations that don't emphasize them, I haven't really found foundations that have helped to minimize them at all, but this one does. So the foundation has kind of rubbed off around my nose, but that's because I'm still a little bit sick, so I've been blowing my nose all day. Other than that, it hasn't come off anywhere. And I do still think that the primed side is looking a lot more shiny than the unprimed side. I think the camera's picking that up quite well, actually. So I think I prefer the unprimed side, actually, because this is just looking like I'm a little bit oily, and I do not have oily skin. So if you are going to try this foundation, just keep that in mind. Maybe if you use a different primer, it would be different. Otherwise, I definitely think it looks better without one. Okay, so as for the price, I've just looked up how much it cost, and I looked up the price on Mecca Cosmetica, which is where I had my sample sent from, and the cost of this foundation is 152 New Zealand dollars. So in my opinion anyway, I know everyone has different opinions about this, but in my opinion, that is more expensive than a high-end foundation. That is like luxury foundation expensive. So while I am really liking this foundation at the moment, I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels, I would not pay that much to get this foundation because I have cheaper ones that I like just as much, to be honest. The only thing that this foundation does that my cheaper ones don't do is minimizing the appearance of my pores. That is pretty much the only difference that I've seen so far, the only thing that makes this one worth a little bit more than some of my other ones. Anyway, I'm going to go away again now, and I will come back in a few more hours and let you know how it's holding up. Hey everyone, it's now 7 o'clock in the evening, and I thought I'd give you another quick update just before dinner time. This is probably going to be the last update that I can do before the sun goes down, so I'm not sure what the lighting will be like after that. So this is what the foundation's looking like at the moment. I feel like it has worn off a little bit throughout the day on my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin a little bit just from touching my face throughout the day. However, it has now been on for 9 hours, so this would be fine to get you through a whole day at work. So even though it has worn away a little bit, I'm still happy with how the foundation looks. I would still go out of the house looking like this. I'm very happy with the way it feels. It's really, really comfortable to wear. And I just want to say I do still prefer the unprimed side. I just feel like it looks a little less oily than the side with the primer, although that can be down to the primer, like I said before, because it is quite a hydrating primer as well. So I will be back with a final update later in the day after dinner, but I'm not sure what the lighting will be like, so I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see what the foundation actually looks like on my skin. But for now, I am still very impressed, so I will see you in a little bit. Hi everyone, so I'm back for my final update on the By Terry Wrinkle Control Serum Foundation. It is 9 o'clock in the evening now, so the foundation has been on my skin for 11 hours. And like I said in my last update, it has worn off a little bit around my face, but it's nothing too bad. I'm still really happy with the way it looks and the way it feels. I'm actually really impressed. This foundation has done such a good job at minimizing the appearance of my pores. I have not found another foundation that has done this good a job at making me look like my pores aren't even there. So as we've come to the end of the video, my final first impressions for this foundation are that it is very lightweight, it's very comfortable and moisturizing and easy to wear, and it does really help to smooth out the complexion of your skin like it claims to. So that's a big 2 thumbs up from me. However, I will not be purchasing this foundation as it is just so expensive. Like I said before, it's 152 New Zealand dollars, and my Maybelline Fit Me foundation cost me $25, and to be honest, I'm just as happy with that one. But of course it's up to you what you want to spend your money on, so if you are looking to splurge on a high-end foundation, this one is definitely a great option. It's definitely not a full coverage foundation though. I found it to be more of a light to medium coverage, but it was definitely buildable. But that is exactly what I look for in a foundation, so if you are happy with a foundation with a little less coverage, then by all means this will be an amazing foundation for you. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you in some way. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will leave my previous first impression videos linked down below as well. I've done one on the Benefit Hello Flawless foundation, and I've done one on my Maybelline Fit Me foundation as well. So if you're interested in either of those foundations, you can watch those videos. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every single Monday as well as Thursdays at the moment. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!